5 p.m. A squall blows up out of nowhere. Jennings decides to abort the dive.
I got a hell of a groundswell up here we're gonna have to deal with. It might be a little dodgy on the top. We're gonna go back to the bell. We're gonna leave everything as it is. I want to go back to the bell. I want to make sure the lights are free. Everything's rigged up. We just can't I can't move anything. We just tear everything up. We're gonna pick up the bell. Roger. Don't worry about it. Tension up, tension up, tension up. Watch the umbilical.
The bell, a 4-ton mass of steel, swings out of control.
Wow. Ross, get off that thing. Gas, Ross, get off that thing.
Grab this rope.
Ross?
I'm trying. Come on.
Watch that wire behind Ross. Ross, watch that wire behind you, boy. Watch yourself, Ross.
Okay, hold on.
I'm coming down on it. Can't stabilize it.
If the bell crashes into the ship, it could spring a major leak and suddenly lose pressure. A sudden loss of pressure inside the bell would kill the divers.
Ross, as soon as this roll settles, I'm coming up.
Slack them off now. Slack those tugers off. Okay, I'll stop. Take the bind.
Come in.
Everybody take the bind. Boom in. Boom in, quick. Boom. Look out. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, down easy. Try it. Guide those 2 back pins. Okay, we're in all the way.
Well, that was a fun one. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Hope we do this every day. God.
August 4th, a bad setback. Our main down line is torn loose.
Tension off that thing, and it just snapped off the cleat, went over to the other one, and pulled it up, and it came all the way up, and the shackle's missing.
I'll bet you it stripped out those threads, because he only had a few threads caught. See, that's why I wanted...
No, that shackle just spun itself out somehow. There was no strain on it. It just came out.
Okay, and what in the world could have pulled the eye out of that major cable?
Well, huge strain.
Yeah. Well, when he went to pull the strain, there was no strain on it. No strain. It's like this damn wreck doesn't want us to be diving on it.
August 5th, 5 p.m. Bob Hollis and I are going to take a crack at resetting the down line.
Say your name every time so I know whose hose we got.
Jennings doesn't like this surface jumping, as he calls it.
Got it. Watch that hose.
Especially in conditions like these. He worries a lot about the bends.
Speak to me, Bob. Bob. Roger. What's happening, Bob?
Tell Bob to slow down. I'm having trouble here.
Tell Bob to slow down. Peter's having some sort of trouble.
Bob, talk to me.
Bob's not talking to him. I'm afraid he might even get one talk to us.
Talk to me, Bob.
Just stop where you are.
I am stopped.
Bob, give me a pneumo on Peter.
Bob.
Peter,
Yes?
We're going to abort the
You're
dive.
putting me to the left.
we're not pulling any. Peter, we're not pulling anything.
Roger. Let me know when you're ready to come up.
We're going to bring them up sort of one at a time, but close together. You're going to have to haul them, but don't kill them. He's right with it. Come back. Okay, Peter, we're gonna pull you to the ladder now. Roger. Tell Bob to come on up. We got Peter on the ladder.
Bob, free flow for me, Bob. Bob, take a good blow. Talk to me.
Get that hose out of the way and get them in the chamber. Leave the belt on. I don't care.
Good deal. Just talk to me. Let me know what's happening.
The tenders are in a big hurry to get Bob and me into the decompression chamber.
Up on Bob.
We haven't finished decompressing in the water, and we have about 3 or 4 minutes to get into the chamber before getting hit with the bends.
Just pull it off. Pull it off. Okay, walk to the chamber right here. Get that hose down low. Go.
Bob and I spent an hour and a half in this chamber, the longest hour and a half of my life. Maybe I'm washed up as a diver. For months, friends have been telling me I'm too old for this project, too old for the Doria. Maybe they're right.
The taking the camera from you was it had it work the way it's supposed to.
I'm shattered by the loss of an underwater movie camera and feel I'm to blame we didn't get the downline reattached.
Him at the bottom of the ladder, and I've got 3 or 4 or 5 minutes there before I cripple somebody. I didn't even see Ross. I couldn't see what was going on the ladder. Ross just took the initiative when he was right, dead right. Jumped in the water and cleared him to get him up on the surface.
I'm too upset even to listen to Steve, whose fast action possibly saved our lives.
My God, Nick could have swum down for the goddamn camera. We were on that bloody line for God knows. Why not?
In my opinion, it was totally down to save the people or save the equipment.
God, we were only on the bottom, Steve, maybe 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, and you were in trouble the whole time you were there.
Don't I know it? You don't have to keep saying it. Just awful. Just awful.
August 7th. Our downline's been reconnected, but we still haven't gotten off the doors that'll let us into the foyer lounge.
Okay, pick it up easy.
Coming up easy.
The doors are moving.
Door's moving. Come up on it.
Roger. Come up on it. Play with it. Up and down.
Do it again. Do it again.
Come up and down on it if it's on.
Yeah, come on.
Keep working it up.
Come on. Hey. Come on. Come on up. Up.
It's open.
Roger. Door's wide open. Hang it down.
All stop.
All stop.
Finally, the doors are off, the way's clear. It's taken us twice as long as we expected. I've begun to worry about the end of summer and the rough weather that's on its way. The sharks are the least of our worries. As neighbors go, they're not too bad. August 8th, 11 a.m. Ted Hess makes the first entry into the wreck, plunging into the blackness of the foyer lounge.
Are you inside or still on top?
I'm inside, man.
Right.
Yeah, I can't see. What used to be the wall is now a ceiling. The floor is a wall. It's damn confusing.
Roger.
No landmarks. With everything turned sideways, it's just so disoriented, it's hard to tell where you are right now.
Roger.
You would not believe.
What eels?
I had a 4-foot eel, wrapped himself around me, and scared me half to death. I forgot to tell you, I don't like eels very much.
Ah, they're just like snakes.
Yeah, well, I don't like them either.
This is a plan of the Andrea Doria's foyer deck. Because the ship lies on her side, the deck's vertical, like a wall. The two safes we're after, the bank safe and the purser's safe, are located in the first-class foyer. They're both near the deep side of the wreck, the side that lies on the ocean floor. Only steel structures remain in place. The stairways. Some bathroom fixtures. The rest of the interior, walls, furniture, floor coverings, ceiling panels, is gone, fallen to the deep side of the wreck. We don't know the depth of the rubble. We hope it hasn't covered the safes and that they'll be easy to spot. But we're afraid the rubble is deep and that the safes are buried. There's a third possibility, that the shock of the collision tore the 2-ton safes from their mounts and that they lie at the very bottom of an extremely deep bed of trash. That's our nightmare.
God, there's no telling where we are with all this junk down here. There are hundreds and hundreds of plates down here. Just hundreds of them.
A pair of unbroken glass doors still on their hinges. Remarkable.
Is it a solid door or a glass door?
Glass.
Well, you know you can get into that.
Yeah, I know. No sweat.
Maybe you might be at the back there, son.
You think so?
You might, are you on the right-hand side or opposite side of those stairs?
Yep.
Opposite to the stairs? That's the spot.
The bank on the first try. Seems almost too good to be true.
I'm breaking into the bank, man. I hope you can't get arrested for this. Hey, Steve?
It was too good to be true.
This isn't the bank, Steve. I'm afraid it's not the bank. Steve, we're gonna have to go deeper, that's for sure.
Peter, you've got to understand, it's a giant mess down there. There's not too many things that are totally recognizable. I think that it's very important to understand exactly how many feet it is from the side, the port side of the ship, to where the bank is.
Okay, so we're decided we've got to take some measurements. You're suggesting that the first order of the day tomorrow be to take those measurements by you and Jack. Is that affirmative?
Yeah, right. I mean, you can be 5 feet off and you can dig and miss the damn bank altogether.
First measurement, we got a 79-foot. That gives me a 223-foot launch reading. Correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Well, if you're right at the edge of that steel casing, if that's where you are, and
and you're going straight down. You're almost, you could be either hitting a bathroom or the bank.
Well, that's where the bank's gotta be, is under this mess.
August 9th. The magnitude of our problem is just dawning on us. The safes are buried, that's certain. The amount of trash is awesome. This job isn't going to get done with muscle alone. We need machines.
I don't know what to say then.
We don't even know if the safes are still on their mounts. That's, they could be laying against the lower or the starboard hull under all the rubble, as far as we know.
August 10th. An airlift. A powerful underwater vacuum cleaner is lowered to the wreck. The airlift works well, but it only can pick up the smallest pieces of debris. Underwater cameraman Bob Hollis joins the saturation team. Cameraman Jack McKenney will start decompressing in a few days.
You'll be there when the safes are discovered. I hope so. I hope so.
August 11th. Our supply boat, the Provider 3, comes alongside, bringing a serious tool for debris removal.
I think this is what the doctor ordered.
In the hole.
Roger, coming up on it.
Stop, David. They're passing out the walls and the sides. We've got to position this thing better.
Yeah, Roger, Ted, I realize that. I still haven't figured out how to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down in here with this thing and see if I can't commit suicide.
Hey,
Okay?
can somebody... Yeah, Roger.
Okay, slack me off. I must be out of my mind.
The kindest thing to say about this contraption is it didn't raise any false hopes. It was an immediate and unqualified disaster.
Well, I'll be a son of a gun.
Okay, let's not mess with it, Ted. Let's not mess with it. Let's get it out of the hole.
I'll stop.
All stop.
After a while, living in a steel tube can get on your nerves. August 13th. The divers have been inside Mother for 10 days.
There's gonna be a door. It's on the floor, man.
Oh, okay, excuse me. Sorry.
Listen, I keep telling you, this whole thing is covered with junk. Slack the light cable.
Roger, Larry, slack the light cable.
Slack the light cable and the diver. Come back.
Wait a minute. Slack the light cable and what?
The diver.
Okay, dear.
You know, it looks like somebody scooped up a big old house, dropped it from about 100 feet, and came along with a bulldozer and shoved the whole damn thing in a cave.
Yeah, Roger.
We're going for the bank safe first, but a gnawing uncertainty is set in. Are we digging exactly in the right place? There are few precise landmarks to go by. If we hit the bathtub, we'll know we're off target to the left. But not all the bathtubs are still in place. A fixture this heavy might have fallen. If we're too far to the right, we could dig all the way to the side of the ship without hitting any identifiable feature. For that matter, is the safe even where it's supposed to be? We're beginning to have doubts about the accuracy of our deck plans. Was the lounge remodeled? We've heard it was. We could miss the safe by 6 inches and never know it. But our worst torment still is, did the safe tear away from its mounts? In the game we're playing, the only shot that counts is the one that hits the bullseye.
I want to make sure you agree on what we're going to get. We're going to build a 6 by 10 foot piece of chain link fence with a pipe support on both ends, Roger.
Yeah.
And probably 2 in the center to help strengthen it up.
Our last machine was a complete flop because it was too complicated.
I'm going to be easy on the big cover all the time.
We need something simple and foolproof. This better be it. Like an old-fashioned wood carrier, it works just fine.